Governor Soludo calls for public-private partnership in infrastructure developments. Governor Soludo commissions male dormitory in Akweze. Federal government bans 18 foreign universities from operating within the country. Collapsed buildings and roads hinder rescue efforts after earthquake in Japan. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. Details of the news. I am Priska Wanko. The governor of Anambra State, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, says strategic partnerships between governments, the private sector, and communities can transform the state if properly harnessed. Governor Soludo stated this where he commissioned a 500-meter road project constructed in Umueri, Anambra East Local Government area, built by Chief Josephat Onwalo, an indigene of the communities. This report from here.
Governor explained that the state government does not have enough resources to confront developmental needs of the state, but can leverage on such partnerships to attract and gather resources for the good of Anambra, and lauded Chief Onwalo for such project which lays credence to the benefit of private-public partnership in engendering development. While calling on Anambra to key into the partnership opportunity offered by his administration and invest in the state, the governor emphasized that the PCPP model of development is key to unlocking Anambra's developmental potential, expressing optimism that the state will be better off in 2024.
The only strategy I get is the Anambra provides enough PPCP, public-private community partnership. Okay, public-private community, because the entire resources that are available to the government I draw more than 2% of the income in the Anambra. The other 98% are in private hands. And therefore, without the people themselves and the communities in concert with the government, the man who does your that gets sick or get aka. The players for government, the man or get the nukwaka. I now call on private individuals when it means. And also on Sunday way means also on the well obi eji ego but obi eji apata ego di iche obi eji eli di iche, and so we'll keep going from community to community, you know, to celebrate our champions, because onye matalifa we puna umunne, because if onye liro no zo no ba oria o ifi believe onye liro no zo no ba. champagne,
On his part, the traditional ruler of Umueri, Igwebene Emeka, said that Governor Soludo is delivering democracy dividends to Anambra and deserves all the support, and thanked the governor for his efforts, urging him to continue to persevere. The Commissioner for Works, Engineer Fanyo Koma, his Power and Water Resources counterpart, Engineer Julius Chukwuemeka, member representing Anambra East at the State House of Assembly, Honorable Obinweke, the Transition Committee Chairman for Anambra East Council Area, Dr. Anselm Honora, among others, attended the event.
Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo has commissioned the male dormitory at Community High School.
His Chief of Staff, Mr. Enes Ezajuhi, commended Chief Okafor for giving back to the society through scholarships to the indigent, healthcare provision, and helping the needy in Akweze, describing it as exemplary act worthy of emulation. Governor Soludo called on well-to-do Anambra to adopt schools, build community roads, and host of other infrastructure that will benefit members of the community, just as Chief Okafor did in Akweze community.
So it's an encouragement to him, and not only to encourage him, also to encourage Anambra. This is purely an example to emulate in your different communities as Anambra. Let's emulate what Ide Akweze is doing in Akweze.
In his remark at the event, the host, Chief Okafor, who promised to keep doing more to help and uplift humanity like his late father did, explained that his gestures are not for Akweze indigenes alone, but also for other residents in the community, adding that he is making frantic efforts to ensure that Community High School Akweze becomes of best international standard.
But just following the God's injunction to be a brother's for everything we can do, then we can do it. And whatever they are giving to you, don't hold it, share it.
In their goodwill messages, the Transition Committee Chairman for Anocha Local Government Area, Mr. Gerard Ozo, the President General of Akweze, Professor Ignatius Maduka, commended Chief Okafor for building structures for Community High School Akweze at record time, supporting community leadership and the needy. The principal of the school, Mrs. Antonia Ezeji, noted that the dormitory will add value to academic activities in the school as it will contain about 200 male students, thanking the foundation for its interventions in the school.
Accommodates a lot of them that want to live in order to acquire more knowledge. So when God has given you something, share it to others. He's been donating anywhere, any place.
The event, which later featured Holy Mass officiated by the Bishop of Ekolobe Diocese, His Eminence Peter Cardinal Obaleke, with the Bishop of Oka Diocese, Most Reverend Dr. Paulinus Ezokafor, Bishop of Nnewi Diocese, Most Reverend Dr. Jonas Benson Okoye, numerous priests, Apuga National Chairman Barrister Sly Eze Okenwa, and other personalities in attendance. From Akweze, it's been Kenechukwu Chukwudi for ABS News.
It was a moment of celebration for the people of Omo community in Oroma North local government area as our indigents at home and in diaspora are gathered for the second Ofala festival of the traditional ruler Igwe Raphael Ofo. The Ofala festival featured the conferment of chieftaincy titles by the traditional ruler and some deserving sons of the town, among whom were Dr. Chike Okoli, Sir Anthony Nweke, Cosmas Okeke, Engineer Meka Okafor, and the Chief Medical Director of Nnamdi Azikiwe University Teaching Hospital, Nnewi, Professor Joseph Obaja, who were also recognized for their contributions towards promoting peace and development of the community. Details of the story from here.
The event was kicked off with a holy mass at St. Pius Catholic Church, Omoho, officiated by Reverend Father Henry Oduenyi, among other clergies. The Catholic Bishop of Oka Diocese, Most Reverend Paulinus Ezokafor, thanked God for Igwe Ofo of Omoho and prayed God to give him more years in good health. Igwe Ofo, while performing the Kolanut rituals, said the Ofala festival is a time to appreciate God for the gift of life, especially as regards his reign, which has witnessed profound peace and prosperity on his subjects. He prayed for Governor Chukwuma Soludo and Indian Anambra and assured him of the unalloyed support of the people of Omoho.
It's neither my power nor mine. It is by grace, mercies, and abundant blessings. Your Excellency, the good people of Omoho appreciate the wonderful works you are doing in another person and all Anglican you will go in particular. And the Almighty God give you the strength and good health and allow the faith of the saints to the of God.
The President General of Omoho Patriotic Union, Mr. Chibuzo Anyanechi, and Mrs. Rose Nwankwo, while congratulating the chieftaincy title recipients, described Igwe Ofo as a blessing to the community. Responding on behalf of other chieftaincy recipients, Dr. Okoli and Sir Anthony appreciated the traditional ruler and the community for their show of love and advised youths of the community to imbibe the virtues of love, sacrifice, and patience throughout their journey in life. Dr. Okoli, who received the chieftaincy title of Nwachinemereze, explained that he took the name because of his humble beginnings and how far God brought him to contribute to the development of the community.
Because we through the grace of God. And all you can na
In his remarks, the son of the traditional ruler, Prince Chuks Ofo, extolled the generosity of his father.
Because of the generosity, this he has done for the community, looking after the providing employment, where he has been excellent track record of his work. So that's why the community comes to
Paying of homage by members of Knights of St. Morumba, friends and well-wishers, and dancing of Ufio music by traditional ruler, flanked by members of his cabinet and chieftaincy title recipients, form the high points of the festival. From Omoho, Chibuzo Bidike, ABS News.
The need for people to think home and contribute towards the development of their community from the first edition of Ezumeri 2023 Mass Return at the Ezumeri Palace in Orifito, Ekwusigo Council area. It was filled to capacity during the community's mass return. Her sons and daughters of all the communities from all parts of Nigeria and other countries gathered, spent time together and exchanged views towards the progress of their community and their peaceful coexistence. Staff reporter Gochukwu Orano has the details.
In an address, the president of Ezumeri Progressive Union, Chief Obiora Ofo, the first edition of Ezumeri General Return for over 10 years, was a clarion call to his brothers and sisters to come home and develop their land because it is their final place of settlement, pointing out that the challenges facing them borders on security, infrastructural development, and skill acquisition center for their youths who are not gainfully employed, expressed joy for the massive turnout of his people. We
are intending to develop so many things. Our home.
Some notable sons of the community, Chief Chuks Moma San, Chief Nnamdi Ofieli, Reverend Chuks Ibanugo, President General of Orifite Improvement Union, Savin Dike, spoke on the positive impact of mass return, urged people to add value to their community.
As far as Orifite is concerned, in security, we pray that if you see something, say something. For our youth, we are asking that you don't engage in illegal things, but as much as possible, try to add value to the society that you live in.
Obi Ezumeri Chief Michael Oba, during the event, conferred chieftaincy title to some worthy sons of the community, including the president of Ezumeri Progressive Union, Chief Obiora Ofo, Sir Chima Ofieli, a one-time managing director of ABS, Sir Oseloka Ofo, among others. Speaking to the ABS, one of the chieftaincy recipients, Sir Oseloka Ofo, who expressed gratitude to his community for the honor, noted that the recognition was anchored on his uncommon services to his people.
Our people have started appreciating, the worth of that particular title. It's not a joke, right? It's a heavy burden, but somebody has to shoulder it.
The Ezumeri Mass Return was nostalgic for some elderly persons in the community, like Mr. Isaac Getoniru, Mrs. Jessie Loduba, who said that their children came home after a very long time, which also gave them opportunity to see and interact with Ezumeri indigenes who they have not seen for years. Various masquerade display and women presentation featured during the event. Ogochukwu Orano for ABS News.
Amakwa Zobolo in Ekwusigo local government area recently celebrated their daughter, Dr. Ugochi Nwizu, who has brought laurels to the community through academic excellence. The celebration commenced with a Thanksgiving Holy Mass held at St. Michael's Catholic Church, Amakwa, and also featured a royal reception organized in her honor at Igwe Ozobolo's palace, Igwe Fidelis Oruche. Staff reporter Mengini Osadebe covered the celebration and reports that the event attracted dignitaries from all walks of life. Her reports.
Miss Ugochi Nwizu, who is the third child of her father, Chief Kenneth Nwizu, studied medicine at the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and came out as the best graduating student with over 15 academic excellence awards from the Faculty of Medicine. Earlier in his homily during the Holy Thanksgiving Mass, the Episcopal Vicar Ozoblo Region and the Parish Priest St. Michael Catholic Church Ozoblo, Reverend Father Hyginus Ayolo, who spoke on the Feast of Holy Family, admonished Christian fathers and mothers to emulate the Holy Family of Jesus Christ, who despite their travails and trials, they were still united, while urging children to obey their parents just like Jesus. Reverend Father Ayolo stressed on the importance of thanksgiving in the lives of Christians, eulogizing the academic excellence of Dr. Nwizu, whom he described as a humble and hardworking girl who has shown that hard work pays, and urged other youths to emulate her.
Celebrating her. We are celebrating her. But encourage other younger people. Kahama not the possible. Makana Sumupero na India na alcohol ebampo. They want it easy way, not go to them.
Speaking to the ABS in an interview during the royal reception, her father, Chief Kenneth Nwizu, said her success was as a result of hard work, saying that his daughter is an easygoing child who is humble and committed to things of God.
BGS. From childhood. Even if I am now, I to say, Makana, on half people out there, the K for Abuna. Makana, Oku now get to university. First year, 1 year, and then I put them with the key immediately to see a quicker market. Check Mamma Mayor.
The host of the royal reception and the traditional ruler of Ozoblo, Igwe Fidelis Oruche, applauded the unique intellectual ability of Dr. Ugochi. Hence, the community decided to celebrate her in his palace, so as to motivate other Ozoblo children for them to take their academics seriously, and as well make them know that hard work pays, saying that Dr. Ugochi Nwizu has made them proud. On their parts, the Onowo Ozoblo, Ichie Nabot Ndemu, and Honorable Sir Jude Ndemu said they have come to thank God and celebrate Dr. Ugochi's hard work and success, with the aim of telling other youths who are still in school and those who are yet to gain admission that there is a reward for hard work, advising Ms. Ugochi to work for humanity. Other guests who spoke to the ABS include Mrs. Joy Mbebu, Chief Austin Walker, Sir Bat Wakili, and Honorable Aloysius Anibogu, said that Ugochi Nwizu has made them proud, adding that with so many awards that she bagged, the sky will be her starting point, while calling on other students to emulate her hard work. The chief celebrant, Dr. Nwizu, expressed joy and gratitude to God and same to Ozoblo community for celebrating her, despite the challenges she encountered while studying, attributing her success to perseverance and determination, and promised to keep making her community and family proud.
Okay, I feel very grateful. I feel so delighted. I'm thankful to everyone who has recognized me in one way or another. I'm really grateful, and all I can say is I bless God that this day was made possible, and thank you to everyone that He put in place to make it possible as well.
From Ozobolo, Emengino Sadebe, ABS News.
Nigeria's National Universities Commission has announced their ban in a statement published on its website on Tuesday, citing an undercover investigation conducted by Umar Awudu, who bagged the degree in mass communication from ESGT at Benin University in Cotonou within 6 weeks and participated in the mandatory one-year scheme organized by the National Youth Service Corps. NUC, the Nigeria regulatory body for higher education, explained that the federal government had not licensed the affected universities and they had been closed down for violating the country's education standards. The affected universities span 3 countries, 5 from the United States, 6 from the United Kingdom, and 3 from Ghana. Chief Paul Ezenwaka has been elected the new President General of Aguleza Chukwu in Agwata local government area of Anambra State. Chief Ezenwaka polled a total of 513 votes. Correspondent Ogachukwu Orano has the details.
The election conducted by Mr. Ethelbert Obi, who the community appointed to be the returning officer, saw the election of Mr. Uche Chiadi as the first vice president after polling 640 votes, and Mr. Ejike Okoye emerged second vice president with 504 votes. Secret ballot system of voting was used to elect the President General and his vice presidents, while open ballot was used for the office of Provost and Director of Social. Mr. Uchenna Okeke was elected the Chief Provost with 228 votes, while Mr. Chekube Ifedibo was elected the Assistant Provost with 102 votes. Mr. Emeka Okeke was elected Director of Social with 395 votes. However, Uchenna Ezemezo was returned as the General Secretary. Reverend Canon Sunday Ike returned as Treasurer. Reverend Chidi Onuigwe returned as the Financial Secretary, and Mr. Kingsley Okonkwo returned as the Assistant Secretary after they emerged unopposed. Addressing the jubilant crowd, the new President General of Agule Ezechukwu Improvement Union, Chief Ezenwaka, thanked God for restoring peace in the community, noting that his people have spoken with one voice through the election, and reminded them that the development of Agule Ezechukwu is a collective responsibility.
I thank God today our people came out in numbers and spoke their mind. They have employed us to serve this community. The development of this community is our collective responsibility.
The immediate past President General of the community, Chief Anthony Obiagwu, who expressed satisfaction with the outcome of the election, advised the new town executives to work with humility, transparency, and to see themselves as servants of the community for them to achieve success.
Humility, honesty, transparency. That way we can succeed. People are like favor.
In separate reactions, Mr. Talbot Obi thanked his community for giving him the opportunity to serve, called for unity of purpose among them. Others who spoke, including Chief Tony Ebelendo, Martin Sokoye, Professor Godwin Okongwe, among others, all look forward to a sustainable peace and progress in Agule Ezechukwu. There was heavy presence of security personnel and presentation of certificates to the winners of the election observed by delegates from Anambra State Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Community Affairs at St. Peter's Catholic Church Field, Agule Ezechukwu, venue of the election.
We have witnessed a peaceful process. Ogochukwu Orano for ABS News.
Continuing in Japan, after at least 64 people were killed in a powerful earthquake that hit the country on New Year's Day. Homes collapsed, buildings caught fire, and roads were extensively damaged, hindering the work of rescue services. The epicenter of the 7.6 quake was the Noto Peninsula in central Japan. The Prime Minister Fumio Kishida said that emergency services were locked in a race against time to rescue survivors. Remember, you can follow news and programs on ABS on many parts of the world by liking our Facebook page, follow at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube page at ABS Television or follow on X at ABS Radio TV and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website. It's www.absradiotv.com. To end the news this morning, a recap of the main points. Governor Soludo has called for public-private partnership in infrastructural development. Governor Soludo has commissioned the male dormitory in Akweze. Federal government has banned 18 foreign universities from operating within the country. Collapsed buildings and roads are hindering rescue efforts after earthquake in Japan. To end the news, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has called for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that ends the news at 7 at this time on ABS Television. Thanks for watching. I am Priska Ronko. Good morning.